Hello, welcome back to Kitchen Adventures with Naomi. I'm your host, Naomi. Today we are going to make keto ginger snap cookies because I don't know why, I've just been really craving them. And then I found a recipe from recommended.tips. Laura P made this recipe or posted this recipe I found on Pinterest. So we are going to give it a whirl and see how it goes. Here's a picture of all the ingredients I'll be. Okay, so first thing, I'm not doubling the recipe or anything, simply because I don't know how good it's gonna be. So I'd rather not waste ingredients on something that I can't do correctly this first time. So here we go. The first thing we're gonna do is mix all the dry ingredients in a bowl together. So that is 2 cups of almond flour. You know, my handy dandy Kirkland almond flour. We're gonna have 2 cups. That. Okay. Then 1 cup of, I'm using my monk fruit sweetener, but you can use whatever. I mean, this is a keto sugar, so if you're doing keto or whatever you use, I don't know. So 1 cup of this. There we go. A 1/4 teaspoon. I just made a mess. Okay, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. That's good. I don't really like to put salt in things, which is why my doctor says I need more salt in my diet. You drink too much water, not enough salt. Okay, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger. I'm not going to measure. I just cleaned this top too. I don't know why it's having such a hard time coming out. Okay. Oh. Should probably wipe that out. It's apparently one of them days, y'all. I'm just gonna make a mess. Okay. So we got ginger, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, okay, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. Cloves tend to have a really strong taste, so just FYI. Okay, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. It's gonna be cinnamony, but that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna mix these together in a bowl. Hopefully I got a big enough bowl. I don't know if I did, because I have to use, it says to use your hand mixer. So I don't know. Surely it will. Okay. Let me set that aside. And then we are mixing the wet ingredients. So the wet ingredients is a 1/4 cup of butter melted. So I went ahead and did that already, so that it would have time to cool off. Because if the butter is really hot and then you throw an egg in there, you're going to start kind of cooking your egg, and you don't really want that. At least not yet, anyway. Wait till everything's like all mixed together and in a cookie sheet and then in the oven. Then you want to do that. Okay. 1 egg. I'll wash my hands. All right, no salmonella here. Okay, and then a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, so then you mix this all together. Make sure. Did you start thinking already? Wow, so y'all, there's like only 10 or 11 ingredients, so that's it. Okay, anyway, so then you mix these until well combined. Then you add your wet into, let me put this together first. I'll tell you what, oh goodness. Had this blender, I don't know if I've told you, for like, I don't know, 15 years. Still not going quite as strong, I have noticed, but it's still working. It was like a cheap little Walmart thing. Kind of shocking. Okay, so then we'll put this into here. And then you mix it until combined. So the batter's gonna be kind of dry and crumbly. So I'm gonna pause this while I mix it real quick because it's kind of loud. Okay. So it's kind of, it's not like your typical cookie dough look. Oh my gosh, that smells really good. Okay, so then we are going to, we're going to take a little spoon, and you know me cooking with parchment paper, so I put parchment paper. It doesn't say to do this, but I just do. So I put parchment paper on my cookie sheet. I mean, I guess you don't technically have to, but one, I like doing it because then it's a lot easier on the cleanup. I'm all about that. Okay, so then you measure out a little cookie. Here are the cops. And then you flatten the top with, it says a spatula or your fingers, but I'm just going to use the spoon. It's fireman. Okay. So I'm just going to keep doing that, taking little scoops. Might do these a little bit bigger. Sometimes you want a little bit bigger cookie. And just kind of tapping it down a little bit so they're sort of flat, but not like really. So I'm going to do that, but I won't make you sit and watch this whole thing while I do that. So I'll come back in just a few minutes. And we're back. Let me know if y'all want me to just keep this rolling while I do stuff like this. I mean, Lord knows I could probably chat about something. Yeah, I just know a lot of times the duration of viewing isn't very long. Y'all's attention spans are not long enough to usually watch the whole thing. But let me know. I can just keep talking. Okay. So I'm working under the assumption that these are not going to really spread very much. Could be completely wrong and end up with a giant tray of cookie bar. That still sounds good, but so I have my cookies. Going to put it in my preheated oven at 350. Okay, and then we are going to cook them 10 to 12 minutes or until lightly browned on top. but they're already kind of brown. We'll put them in for 10 minutes and go from there. Okay, well, then I'm gonna clean up my kitchen, do some dishes, and I'll see you back in 10 minutes or 12. Ooh, almost lost my phone. Okay, so I've cooked them for 12 minutes and, ooh, the oven's really smoky, but it's not from these. Look at this. So, okay, so yeah, you can tell there's a little bit of browning on the edges. So we're gonna let those sit. I just put them on a wire rack. Now, I had a little bit of dough left over, so I put the rest of it, 4 cookies worth, in my toaster oven. So I'm gonna try one of those and see if they're any good. Okay. Hot. Well, they're very hot. And the bottom stick, that's why I use parchment paper. I feel like they're supposed to be crunchier. Aren't ginger snaps crunchier? Oh, hot. I mean, it's not a true ginger snap. For those of you aficionados or ginger snap lovers. But it's a cookie, so. And it does have a nice gingery flavor, so I would probably make them again. Maybe tweak a little bit. It sucks because I can't use brown sugar. And I feel like these would have benefited from brown sugar. But for being keto, for being cookies I can have, I would use it again. So maybe they'll firm up a little bit more as they cool off. But that's it. That's how you make it. So 20 minutes, you have a batch of cookies. Cooked too, not just the dough. So thank you for joining. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. If you have any comments or questions, drop them down below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.